Hello everyone, this is Andrea Levine, and today I'm going to be talking about Eric Worre's GoPro book. It's just going to be a quick book review. I'm going to be talking about this because in my team, although we ask everybody to read this book, it seems like reading is not a favorite pastime for a lot of people. So I'm thinking if I do this book review, it would make it a little bit more appealing to people. So they would read it because it's really helpful. In this book, Eric Worre talks about a lot of general stuff at the beginning. Just for identification purposes, he's talking about the difference between blue collar and white collar workers. What's the difference between posers, amateurs, and who are the hunters? Difference between the regular business structures, network marketing. What's the difference between investing and the traditional business ownership? So that's how he starts up, and then basically the rest of the book is his personal step-by-step evolution into the MLM mogul or mentor that he is, and he's telling us how to follow in his footsteps. It is about how to invite people to take a look at your opportunity, not right away jumping the gun and hunting them down. Step-by-step instructions, basically word for word, what to say to them, how to approach them, direct approach, indirect approach, how to get the commitment to review it, how to get the commitment to follow up, the reason why it's very important to follow up, because it takes about 4 to 5 exposures for an average person to actually take a real good hard look and join a business. And it is also very important, and he's pointing it out, that you limit these 4 to 5 exposures to within a week, because the more often people see it, your opportunity in a reduced period of time, the more their mind is on it. And also it is about how not to present yourself as an expert, because then the expectations are going to be way too high from you further down the road, but rather present yourself as a consultant. And if you're a consultant, what do consultants do? They point you into the direction where the information is. They are not walking libraries. They are not encyclopedias. They know where to go to get the information from. And also, it also talks about why it is important to actually become a good speaker. And I'm going to read this now for you, because this is not in the book actually, and I did a little excerpt. This is about this is his speech that he wrote, and he presented this speech when he was 29 years old in front of 14,000 people. And I just wrote down a couple of sentences because it really hits hard even today. So I'm going to read it, because although it's the meaning that's really strikes home, but it is so well worded that I don't want to miss anything. So this is how he started. Over 200 years ago, there was a revolution, an American Revolution, an event that literally changed the course of history. It was led by a group of unsatisfied people who were tired of being told what they could and what they couldn't do. People fed up with their lack of choices, lack of personal freedoms, who were fed up with their lives being controlled by others, fed up with being oppressed, being manipulated. They finally said, enough is enough. At the turn of the century in 1900, less than 10% of us worked for other people or the government. Over 90% of us were self-employed. We were independent people. By 1980, only 80 years later, 90% of us already worked for others or the government. Less than 10% us. of us were self-employed. We changed from independent people to dependent people. We slowly shifted from being people who took full responsibility for what happened to them to people who became talented and practiced at the art of blaming others for their problems. So this book does not include this speech. It is on the CD that comes with Eric Worre's book. It is an MP3 that you can download if you purchase the book. And I think it's still available for free if you pay for shipping and handling. So this is something that I recommend strongly to everybody. Even if you're not in network marketing, this is a great book, great information to read. Bye-bye.